Hi there, my name is Lola James and I leaned on Lead54 for my visa interview, for help for my visa interview to the US to study at Duke. Lead54 stood out to me for about three major reasons. The first is the specific tailored advice that they gave for my case. The second is the access to resources to help me manage my expectations of what an F1 visa was going to look like. And the third is they provided clarity on the process of the interview. Prior to getting or trying to apply for my F1 visa, I didn't think I needed help because I was well traveled. I traveled about 17 times. I think 4 or 5 of those were to the US. So for me, I didn't need any coaching. But then the difference I didn't realize before then is the fact that most of my previous visas were B1, B2 tourist visas and not necessarily student visas. And there were peculiar things that views look out for when candidates are applying for F1 visa that I wasn't familiar with. So sitting with a coach at Lead54 and sort of having them listen to my story, and they were able to point out certain parts of my story that could serve as red flags, right? So I knew I wanted to come back home, but then it was left for me to convince the view that I wanted to come back home, or this is what I'm going to do, right? I knew I was going to pay back my student loans, for instance, but it was for me to be able to communicate that succinctly with confidence to the visa officers so that they know and they are convinced that they should give me the visa, right? So those things were things I need on Lead54 for. And by the time I went through coaching with Lead54, I was more confident about getting my visa. I was more intentional about how to communicate my intentions for going for the program, how I was going to pay back my loan, my relationships in the US, and essentially it just sort of helped me put my story together, because obviously it's a 2-3 minute interview and the person wasn't going to listen to me rant on or sort of try to find the right words to use. So preparing with Lead54 was very helpful to helping me get my stories right, help me speak succinctly, and help me manage my expectations for the visa interview. I'm very grateful to Lead54 for the support that they offered, and I honestly would recommend Lead54 for these reasons. And cheers and have a good one. All the best with your visa interviews as well. I hope you guys get it. Lead54, you will get it. All right, cheers. Bye bye.